did everyone want to do music, or did everyone have a first dream first?
I had a first dream. My first dream was to be, obviously, I went into acting. And I kind of fell out of love with acting because of like, just bad experiences in uni.
Hardship.
Yeah, that, to be fair, the hardship was even calm, you know. But it's because I saw like how it influences you as a person. Like I watched a man change and couldn't change back.
From acting?
Yeah. So he was acting a role and it's like he couldn't come out the role, and then I saw when I was acting, like he couldn't come out.
No, I believe that.
Like in uni, and you have to remember, we're doing this for a grade, so we have to get this right. We're not getting paid to do this, like, we have to get this right.
That's a drama school, innit?
Do you get it?
No,
So
they
then,
strip you.
Huh?
They strip you of your personality.
Yeah, literally, and you can't. And then I'm looking around from miles away, coming to uni, and I'm like, everybody's mad different to me, and I'm like, this is not my, it's not my normal space. And then I'm watching these lot change, and like, you know, the jokes are getting a bit weird, and I'm thinking, raw, like, guys, just chill, man. You know what I mean? And then obviously it continues, and I'm watching everybody change, because like the notion of acting is that you're never like one person.
Yeah.
You're many. And that for me, I'm like, I don't think that's healthy for me. And I kind of fell out of love with acting in that space, but I channel it in a different way now, innit, through like writing. Do you know what I mean? I'm working on a little anime series. Do you know what I mean? So,
what about the difficulty part of the question, that be successful?
The difficulty in, okay, let's all be honest, innit? Nobody likes struggle. Do you get it? Like, struggle's not something that we was taught is a good thing, because it's something that our parents said, yeah, you need to get out of this struggle.
Right.
And I felt like success, what I've learned now, is that success isn't like over here when I'm now popped off and it's like, right, everyone's like, yay. Because I feel like I've succeeded more now. Somebody might say, you succeeded more in Lotto Boys. Yeah. And I'm like, no. Me and my mindset is where the succeeding is.
Yes.
Because like,
yes.
I have to succeed in my mind, if that makes sense. Like, it's a mindset that you carry all the way through. But I learned that late, I learned that now. Do you get what I'm saying? But before, I thought succeeding was how everybody saw me. But that can't be the case, because not everybody sees me the same way.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's on like Drake's level, like, yeah, you haven't gone to the end, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's a mindset, and it's whatever you do. So I try and make sure, like, even though struggles come, do you get what I'm saying? I always look at them positively, as like what you were saying earlier.
Yes.
And understanding, I need to succeed in this small mission. Do you get what I'm saying? I said to my wife about, like, you know, I have to submit to my wife also. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's a submission. It's a side mission. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's a small section for my main mission, which might be me going out and preaching and releasing music and that. But I have a submission to handle, and it's still a mission. So it's a mindset, man.
I feel like I get what you say about the acting thing as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, Cristale, you've acted before. Obviously, you had a major role in Top Boy. So I know you probably understand on a deeper level, but I feel like even what we're saying is subjective. I don't feel like everyone feels like that. Subjective. And I also feel like when you act certain roles that are similar to the life you've already experienced, like, it's not too far-fetched. You're not acting this weird character that's just off-route, that may play with you.
When we did Top Boy, it just felt like I was doing a music video for the song.
Right?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? And like, even Rodents, like, so it's close to home. There's still a sense of reality from your story, the things you've seen, exactly.
Of course.
And just to answer your question, I've always wanted to do music, but I also wanted to be a model at some point. But anyway, guys, that's another thing. But music was always my thing. I feel like nothing worth having comes easy. Naturally, I think we should all feel worthy of love just as we are, but that's like on a personal thing. But I feel like in life, if you want to gain something, I feel like there's always going to be hardships. And I feel like you always have to pick your hard. Sometimes I think, I don't want to do music no more. I know at some point I would have to pivot, but I really think about it. If I wasn't to do music, what am I going to do? Because I don't have no uni degree. Am I going to go and stack shelves? What am I going to do? Not now, but like, back then, what am I going to do? Because as much as you love music, it's still hard. The business is hard. As a creator, you want to focus and be in the studio all the time and perform and do the fun bits. But sometimes people that don't really know what it's like, they just see the glitz and glams. They don't know what it's like to be an artist. It is difficult. It's difficult putting creations out back to back, getting constant feedback from people, unsolicited advice you don't ask for, people telling you how you should do things, how you should be, telling you you're not good at what you do. It can be difficult.
It's winning and losing.
It could, it could be difficult. And sometimes I tell my little sister, people like, you must not think I don't have struggles. Like people, because when you're young, you think fame and being an artist is everything, but there's a hardship to it for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, people don't think like just because I don't have to leave my house at 8 o'clock to get into work for 9 and clock in and get paid and taxed that I don't go to work. Like if anything, being an artist and working for yourself is severely more taxing than anything else that you could possibly do. Do you get what I'm doing? Anything, whether you're an artist, musically or creatively, painter, footballer, basketballer, whatever it is that you do that is in the eye of the public, is severely taxing. And I don't think that people understand that posting on TikTok is even tiring. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And like,
big up the content creators.
People might even turn around and just be like, oh, wow, like you're exhausted from posting on TikTok or whoever
And
it
that's
is, but
rude.
it's just like...
They don't understand.
To open up
your
that
feelings are
portal of
valid.
life, you're opening up a portal for people to just criticise you however they feel like it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? The world, 7 billion people in the world, and how many people use TikTok, and how many people had a bad day and just want to make you have a bad day? Do you know what I mean? Like, people don't deep it, so, yeah.
I wanted to actually touch on what I was saying earlier as well. I do feel like I saw this thing online, choose your hard. What is your hard going to be? And I think also going on a fitness journey, I realised that what's your hard going to be? Is it going to be you checking your nutrients, doing your cardio, doing your weightlifting, or is your hard going to be not checking your diet, not being serious about your exercise, and then struggling because you're overweight and you can't wear what you want to wear? What's your hard going to be?
both of them are hard.
But you have to pick it, do you understand?
Yeah.
So I don't feel for me that there's no way around it when it comes to success. Some people do get easier than others, but I honestly believe, maybe it's not good that I'm setting that belief, but I've come from nothing. I do feel like you have to grind a bit and there's going to be a bit of grit to get to where you want to
100%,
be.
yeah.
And you've got to be
100%.
able to survive. There's a lot of people that can survive the highs and lows.
Yeah.
You know, the life of it, because it's a seasons thing. And it's like, guys have just ended up doing other things that they shouldn't be and getting caught up. But you have to be able to kind of survive through if it's really your dream, you got to stay clean in it and get to it.
Yeah, I think there's an element of like, I had this one lyric where I was like, I don't want to reach heaven, and Jesus says there were things that were left unwritten, and I was saying like, I don't want to die, and then it's like, okay, cool, you know, you could have done this. I think that's one of the drivers in me of like reaching potential of like, as an art, because even for me, like, I think the answer to like success being hard, I think it just is hard. And I think even for me, I feel very early in that journey, despite the fact that I feel mature in life. So I feel like my story's been very interesting in the sense that I've had bare jobs, different things, worked corporate, done that whilst doing music on the side, sleep like going to bed, putting my trackie in my bag, going one extra, then going to work 6 a.m. Like I've lived all that. So
This is
for
it.
me,
That's
it's the
the
element
perfect.
of like, I think, and as a late bloomer, I think because I feel like a late bloomer, there's the element of like, I'm not gonna waste this chance. Because I might not get 3 more, I might not get 2 more. And I think, you know, someone being nice or someone being idealistic will say, no, you always get chances. I don't listen to people like that because it's rubbish. I know too many people. I know too many people that were sick at football, bust their knee and never made it.
Check the stats.
So is that element of like, there's the ideal thing that we like, there were the little quips and the things we like to say to encourage people, but they're not based in reality. And I think, there is that element where anything worth doing is difficult, I think. And so oftentimes the reason why people won't get to certain levels because they're not willing to face that difficulty. So sometimes how I encourage myself in a weird way is saying, if this is this level difficult, how many other people are gonna do this level of difficult? Because like there are artists there are artists that I'm thinking like there are artists that are cold, right? That you post on TikTok fairly regularly. There are artists that be like, I can't do that, and I won't do that. My art should matter. But you're not posting because you're not sick. It's not that you're posting because you don't think you're sick. Because you understand that in order for everything to make sense. This is just part of the job. I'm gonna bite the bullet. It's not like you enjoy it. You're like, no, it's
Well,
work.
me posting,
You
do you know what it is, yeah? I just see it as, rather than seeking validation from online, my video can make someone's day.
It's natural.
Do you get what I mean? So I just see it like that, and I've never come online on no bitter thing, or like I'm ranting about something. Not that there's anything wrong with a rant, because I love a good rant video myself. Like, makes me feel like I'm not alone within your rant. Do you get what I mean? But I just feel like, me personally, the only thing that I don't like about posting on social media is the numbers. That's the one thing, because especially now that TikTok and everything is a thing, self-promotion is encouraged, like whenever you have any type of business, especially being a creative. So obviously we use words. You love words. We all love words. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We use words to make the music, but the day that something that was based solely on words and frequencies and vibrations became about numbers, was just like everything's just about numbers now. So just because my video gets 1,000 views, so my song's not good. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Mentally, it can be draining.
It's draining. It's peak and it's draining, and it's just like, I feel it as well for those that are not coming from a digital era. Like, I grew up in a digital era. Like, I remember specifically, my mum will be able to tell you, I was asking anyone, everyone, their uncle, their auntie, their sister, their dog, their cat, how do you use TikTok? Like, how do you make your video go viral on TikTok? Like, I don't get it. Like, I had like a couple hundred followers. I was posting I started treating TikTok like Triller and like Vine and like all of them apps there. You just post a compilation of a video, post it, and then hope it does well. I remember when my first video went like a couple 100,000 views, yeah, it was a militant compilation, yeah, and I was like, okay, cool, sick. Like, I didn't necessarily like what people were saying, but okay, my video's viral. Now let's let another one so I can get seen. Wasn't happening until Bong Bing. And that was a different level of virality that I'd ever seen, like, from my career. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for me, posting and stuff like that, I feel for people that don't understand how to do it and don't understand as well that it's random.
It's random.
I have 1 million followers on TikTok, but not every video that I post has 1 million views. Do you get what I'm trying to say? The mathematics is nonsensical.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It's true.
Do you get what I mean? You got bare followers, people that follow you and follow your journey, but they don't watch every episode of what you're doing. Do you get me? So there's that side of it as well.
Yeah, there's miscommunication.